name's Kayla. I'm the lead investigator for the St. Louis Paranormal Investigation Crew, and today I have with me
Co-lead Zach.
we have
Did
a
that thing?
we have a few things to talk about today, and Zachary's going to lead us off with what we're mainly going to talk about.
Okay, let's go to the post.
Okay, here we go.
What?
So
Okay. So today, or I guess technically yesterday, I posted on Facebook saying, just out of curiosity for a little experiment I'm doing, if you're willing to share, I'm trying to see how many people in the group had actual paranormal experiences, or if they are just interested in the paranormal and want to have experience or not, and why. And at first, it was just to try to have it where people interacted with me. I was trying to test it a little bit. I was wanting to see people's stories and stuff. And then I decided, if I get their permission, their consent, if every now and then, maybe every other stream, I'll post on Facebook again. So that way we're able to communicate with the people that follow the group, and that way they can share their stories and stuff, and that way it can be heard through one, just the Facebook post itself, and that way it goes out to our YouTube and stuff too. That way it's not just always me, 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 me. That way you can hear other people's stuff too.
mm-hmm.
And then we've already talked about updates and stuff.
We haven't
So
spoke on stream about the two newest updates. Last time we spoke about the fact that we may be doing a business investigation, and that we may be doing I think it was to be determined. My home investigation is still to be determined, but we do have a solid date for the business investigation that we're going to be doing.
you talking about the Arlington Hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a hold of them again. Last time we were hold on, let me fix my screen. Why is it? Oh, it's trying to make me watch the stream still.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can probably stop
Well,
streaming for right now.
yeah, since we're just gonna be talking for a minute.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, I got a hold of the people that own the business, and we have gotten a date. It's still not, it's 98% in, so we are going to be going, but we still haven't gotten a room or anything like that yet. We have a day, which is going to be November 18th, after Halloween. Spooky season never ends. Um, uh, so I did talk to her. But I think I might have said last time, they sound very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's our old family owned place. It just, yeah, no, she doesn't think it's haunted. Actually, yeah, I asked if we were able to record, so everything's all set for the YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Um, I asked her if she thought it was haunted. She said personally no, but she said people have some experiences that they claim, but
It could
she
just be
doesn't
that they're
believe it.
major skeptics. Yeah,
Um,
like Nick has had actual experiences happen to him before, and he's like, no, that didn't
mhm.
happen. And there are people like that. So I know when our family owned it, a lot of stuff happened. So
Oh my goodness, I'm tired. It's been a
yep.
long day. Friday, baby.
On top of that, for our investigations, we got some new toys, and I've got some other new toys coming along too. But
Ooh.
we have this EMF. It works like a REM pod. You turn it on, and then what it does is it checks for electromagnetic activity, and when they touch it, it'll beep. And it's got this like little dial on the end, really. So the more you turn it up, the more sensitive it becomes. You can see, and then the more you turn it down, the less sensitive it is. So if you're in a building that has electricity still to it, it won't pick up on the electricity of the building, which is very nice because sometimes we are still in buildings. Another thing we got, and this is for Wes if Wes is watching, he's a fisherman, but we need somebody to carry our gear, so I got him a little vest to carry our gear in.
Hopefully, the dude will buy a shirt. And we're still in the talks of making a shirt. I'm sure we'll probably discuss after this podcast what we're going to make. It's going to be pretty similar to these shirts, so.
Yeah. I think I was going to go with a vertical design this time instead of a horizontal.
We'll talk about that later.
So, anyway,
did you...
So, do you want to get into some of the stories? I know we got some permission from a few of them to share the stories. So,
well, we got permission from one person to share a story, and I was going to wait till later to discuss that.
Okay. Well, what did you want to discuss?
We don't really have a lot of updates since we just did this, a week ago?
Yeah, it was like a week and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it hasn't been too much going on.
I guess I could talk a little bit about, so before I have everybody come out to my house, Wes and I ran through the spirit box in my kitchen, and we actually did get some pretty intelligent responses. I don't know if you saw that video.
Wes and you?
Yeah, well, he was on the phone with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
So it was pretty interesting. I'm still looking into the names, but I really don't want to pay to get the reports from my house and stuff. But I asked, so I introduced myself, and I said that I was the current owner of the home, and I asked them who hunts the house, and the very first thing that came through was Samuel. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. And I went on, and I think I asked again. I was like, who's the person who haunts this house? And again, I got, the name that came through that time was Sammy. But I thought Sammy is a nickname for Samuel. So I'm pretty confident that they're talking about the same person. Another intelligent response that came through was, I asked how many spirits haunt the house, and I got 11 that came through. And then I also asked, which is something I don't talk about a whole lot, but back a few months ago, it was probably February, right when we came back from that one investigation.
Private investigation?
Yeah.
That's February 3rd?
It was really early into February. When I came back, though, that same week, Christina, she was sleeping in her bed. It was 9, 10 o'clock at night. Christina's my daughter. And all of a sudden, I just hear this blood-curdling scream, and it freaks me out, so I ran into her room, and I was like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And she goes, something scratched me, she was freaking out, and so I, pull the blankets up, and she's 6 years old, so I'm like, okay, she freaks out quite a bit, and she's got an imagination on her, so I didn't take her at face value. But when I pulled the blanket back, she had this scratch, if this was the foot, that went like this all the way down. And it was so deep, she was actually bleeding. I had to put a Band-Aid on it, and it bled for a good bit. And I was like, what could have done that? And so that was a little disturbing. So I actually did ask during the spirit box investigation, I asked, who scratched Christina? And I couldn't quite make out exactly what it said. It either said the monster did it or Walter did. I hear more Walter did, but Wes was hearing the monster did it.
Do you have video of this?
Yeah, it's on the Facebook page. I can play it for you.
Oh yeah, I have not seen it, so this will be first-hand reaction.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I'll go full screen on my side, so that way I can edit a little bit out.
I have Wes on the phone with me. We are going to fire up the spirit box and see if we can get any of the spirits in my house to communicate.
Pause
I
real
turned the
quick.
volume up a little bit too.
It's gonna be a little bit of a reaction video. Please pause.
Okay, yeah.
First thing I want to say before we even get into the video. I'm surprised Wes did anything that was not a paranormal investigation. Alright, continue.
Well,
That's...
I will say a little bit of backstory before this started. Wes called me. He does. I know he doesn't like talk to you a whole lot, but Wes does call me about twice a month or so to talk about paranormal investigations and what's coming up and what's owed and yada yada yada. So this was one of those conversations, and Wes was like, "So we're doing an investigation at your house this October, right?" I said, "Yeah, I think that's the plan." And he goes, "Well, do you have any, like, evidence and stuff?" So I was talking about the dolls going off that I've taken videos of and that disembodied voice, and all of that is on our Facebook group page. You'd probably have to go look for it now because it's kind of buried between other posts and stuff.
I'm pretty sure you could just, like, click on videos on
You
our
can,
tab.
and you can search it and then type my name in and see the stuff that I've posted too. In the group page. But I was talking to him about that, and he's like, "Well, why don't we do, while I'm on the phone, why don't we do a investigation?" So I was like, "Okay," and I just started recording as I was doing the stuff. So this is what this is. Okay. My name's Kayla. I'm the owner of the house. What's your name?
I can hear it.
That definitely sounded like a name. Can you say your name again? Who haunts the house? What's your name? How many spirits haunt this house? Did you hear that? It said 11.
I didn't hear what it said. What?
I said, how many spirits haunt this house? It said 11.
I didn't hear 11, but...
Are all the spirits here nice?
Okay.
Are the old owners
It was a future message for me. Alright, continue.
living here still? Can you say my name to me? Do you know my husband's name? So I will say right there before we continue. So in person, it sounded like Nicholas to me. Because you know how a spirit box, it goes so fast.
Yeah.
But when I actually played it back, it sounded more like it said nasty instead. But I wasn't quite sure of it, so I did not put it in as a response. And plus, it didn't really make much sense why I would say nasty in response to that. So I don't really consider that to be actual, like... I heard Nicholas.
I love how this is supposed to be you and
Okay,
Wes.
I asked this earlier. I'm gonna ask again
And Wes has
because
said, like,
I didn't
4
get a really
words.
clear answer. Did one of you scratch my daughter?
Rewind.
Here, I can go do it again.
Ask again because I didn't get a really clear answer. Did one of you scratch my daughter?
I've heard both, but the one that sounds more clear to me is
You gotta
Walter
come in
did it.
clear.
Yeah,
There's
that's what
too
I
many
hear,
things
too.
at one time. Did one of you scratch Christina?
Yo, spirit.
Yeah, I heard that too there.
Do
but
you
I
know
didn't
what
say
city
anything.
we live in?
Yo, bro, use the spirit too.
Yeah? I heard yeah. What's the name of the city? Can you tell me your name again? Do you know why you're here? If the owners of the house before us, the previous owners, are here, do you like what we've done with the house? The house? The house?
Your wife could leave.
I heard spirit there at the end. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Okay, I actually did just hear the sound that I did not hear when I was editing, but so I'm gonna go now, and it sounds like "Have a good day" came
Rewind.
through. Yeah.
I'll tell you if I hear it or not.
I'm gonna go now.
Right there.
Bye.
I'll do it one more
Right
time.
there at the end.
I heard
I'm gonna
it.
go now.
Right there. I hear "good day" at the end.
Bye.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Kinda sounds a little.
Yeah.
I heard some pretty good stuff. Wow, Wes, thank you for your 7 fucking words throughout that 4.5 minute video, dude.
To be fair, afterwards he went back through it with me, and that's why I said he said that he heard the monster did it. I think I heard Walter more clearly, like Walter did it. I
Well,
don't know who Walter is.
I would have loved to have seen him talk more. That would have been fun. But that wasn't the case at all. Okay. Anyways, I guess we could get on to who we chose for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna blur out their middle and last name because I said I wouldn't show it. If you guys want to post or comment, not really post no more. We kind of have that where you have to get permission by us to post. Always feel free if it's something related to what we're all
It's
about.
a post
We'll
approval.
prove it. We'll
Yeah.
prove it, but I guess that's an update we could talk about for the
Yeah,
Facebook
real
page.
quick.
Our St. Louis Paranormal Investigation crew, Kayla and I have had so many scam accounts, bots, whatever you want to call them, posting, and it just I got to them pretty quick, I'll say.
Yeah, sometimes
I was
there's a
gonna-
few that straggle, but we typically catch them immediately.
Yeah, usually the only person that sees it is me, but sometimes though, especially when we're sleeping at nighttime, it's only for a couple hours, and I'll see like 6 or 7 people have seen it. Which, oh well, big deal. But we decided this has just been too much. We're having more bots than actual people post, and we created the group so everybody can share how they feel and what they like to talk about, and all things paranormal, Halloween, whatever. Where we were all about that, and just this year we're still, you post all you want, well, and it's about Halloween, ghost, paranormal stuff, your investigations, you want to go on an investigation, whatever. Well, quick click approve, and you're on for everyone to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a post approval. And I think, since we've done it, I haven't seen very many posts to begin
One.
with. One.
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 I have.
We
I
had
don't know how
20.
many you declined. I declined
I
one
saw the
bot
one
so
that
far.
you declined. It's like night and day. We were getting 20 posts between the both of us, 10
Yeah.
each, that we were declining or deleting and banning, and now we've
It-
only had one.
This is after we've banned words. Like I think we've banned
We banned
hiring,
job, hiring.
interview,
Yep.
job.
And it was still coming through because they just find other ways to get around those catches.
I told her even add Pepsi and Amazon because those are like the two big
Amazon,
ones.
I think, was one that was a banned one to begin with.
And somehow
Now
they
hiring
still-
was another one. It's because they word it differently, so that way our assists don't catch their bots.
So aggravating. I was honestly getting pissed from it. Like,
Yeah.
because it just so.
Well, it takes up your
annoying.
time because you have to go through and delete things, and it's just
And-
like...
And like also it's just the fact that I hate seeing the notification on Facebook.
Mm.
Like I don't mind clicking on it, and if it's somebody, woohoo, cool. I read every post, every comment. I may not always respond to every single one because a lot of the time I'm busy doing something where I'm at work or whatever, but I'll read through it real quick, click like or something. Or if somebody posts, I might not always click like, man, I always comment, but I'm reading everything. I'm at least scrolling through. So just know that we do try to communicate with the community.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, real quick, we were talking about something in our last stream podcast that we were doing, and we forgot to continue talking about it.
Yeah, Ghost Hunts USA.
Yeah, and we got an update on that too.
Yeah, are you able to pull it up? Show our
Yeah.
Facebook post about it, and
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Give me 1 second. Let me grab that.
Well, we don't have to worry about them no more. I figured out that they stuff happened, things and stuff.
We were concerned initially talking about them because we're like, we don't want to get sued, but then we found out this information right here.
So this is Kayla's post.
Yeah.
You can read your post and I'll read
Yeah,
what they
so-
said.
I just posted sharing the tea. Hold on. They blocked me last year after I commented that they were way overcharging people for ghost hunts. Now it's been found out that they were not sharing any profits with the buildings they were working with. And let me put it into perspective. Cheney's Mansion does private investigations for $300. This company was charging $129 a ticket. Missouri State Penitentiary also does public tours for like $100. It's $100 a person, but still, they were charging more money to tour with them than the actual place was. And I said, this just goes to show that if you try making money off the dead, you're gonna get bit in the ass. I'm glad to see them close up for good. And then this was their post right here.
All right. And don't get me wrong. I did not like Ghost Hunts USA. I'll be the first person to say it. They were a little scammy when it came to prices, but they did have a big following, so I don't think they originally.
When we were noobs, we wanted to go on a tour with them before we knew anything. But I will just say, if you are going into these places, a lot of the
Do
times...
your research.
Yeah, and a lot of times these places, when you book with them personally, the money that they're getting from that private investigation is going straight into the restoration or repair of the building. Cheney's Mansion, that's exactly it. It's $300 for a private investigation for like 6-7 hours. And all of that money is going into the upkeep of the home.
Or, for instance, like, I don't know exactly what Crawford County, Illinois Ghost Hunter Society does with their money, but I'm pretty sure they just use it for renting out the building.
Yeah.
Or,
And
like,
equipment, I believe.
yeah, I mean, I know that they don't pocket the money, I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
But like, put in perspective. Let's say they were still open, $129 a ticket at Cheney's Mansion to go with real paranormal investigators. We're real paranormal investigators. And
And
if
we
we have,
charge maybe $60, I think is the highest we've ever charged.
we typically charge you how much we're paying.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how much the place is and how many people are going, and that's how we split it.
So,
So
like,
whatever you pay,
Cheney's...
we're paying.
So, like, Cheney's, when we split it up, we pay $30 a person, $60 altogether, split into 2 payments. So we're going to charge $60.
All together.
Yeah.
And that's for the 5 of us.
Yeah, and that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's really cheap. Like, I love that. I love that it's cheap. But some people might be like, ooh, $60. See. Well, Crawford County, Illinois Ghost Hunter Society, Jason typically charges $20 whenever he has public investigations.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm pretty sure he's got special, like, deals with these places, too, whereas
Yeah.
we don't necessarily... We're just playing flat prices for
Yeah.
them, and then letting them know, hey, we're an investigation. Most of the time, we don't really we're not the kind of team that really offers a whole bunch of public investigations with people. We try to stay more on the private side of things.
Anyways, I'll read what they say if you haven't already, person watching. After 9 years of everything paranormal, we have made the tough decision to close Ghost Hunts USA effective immediately. The last few months have been very challenging, and we have reached a point where the business cannot continue in its current state. I'll stop there real quick. They made it a business and not... Like, we're non-profit. We
Yeah.
don't make...
No, I want to say, too, no shame to the people who do make ghost hunting a business. That doesn't bother me as much. But it does bother me if you are charging exorbitant amount of money.
Okay, this is what I got. Sorry for interrupting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're recording and somehow monetizing, or you're getting donations and you make it a living, to me that is perfectly okay. That's what I want to do. I want to eventually be able to monetize or stuff. If it doesn't, this is perfectly fine too. It's my hobby. I love what I do. But if we did end up making money because of our videos and being real about it, that's the best thing that could happen.
Yeah, our ultimate goal.
But
Our ultimate goal is to investigate with skepticism, but also, and this is on our website too. We are very, very transparent about this. It is to make spirits less misunderstood. A lot of the people we go and do investigations for, they come in with an absolute fear of it, and that's because
society has made ghosts scary.
in reality, the way you should be viewing ghosts is they're people who have died. And, we have people that are just like, well, there's demons and stuff like that. Look, we've been doing this for how many years now? And I have never...
This is year number 3.
And we've gone on a lot of investigations. A lot. And let me tell you what, I've never run into... Malicious spirits? Sure. But I have never run into anything that people would say is like a demon or something, which makes it really, really hard for me to believe when somebody's like, oh yeah, I got thrown up against a wall or choked until I almost died and things like that. I'm like, you're going to have to really, really prove that happened, because when like people get scratched in our team and stuff, you know what we do? What do we do, Zach?
We instantly go and check.
We go and check and we record it. We document the footage.
Yeah.
The time Abby got scratched and the time that Wes got scratched was only twice. We've gone on how many investigations and only twice. Well, actually, I got scratched at Pine Lawn, too.
Anyways.
But yeah.
Anyways, what I was saying is, if you make money by being able to monetize your videos, donations and stuff from the fans, that's different than ripping people off.
Yeah.
Even if we do end up making money from this, which I highly doubt, this is just a fun thing for us. I would never make anybody pay more than I'm paying.
Yeah. It's not right. That's me personally. And look, I've run an actual, like, not to say that this is a non-profit organization. It's not really a business, but I run a photography business. And it's bad practice to overcharge people because eventually, like Ghost US Hunts USA has found out, eventually it comes out.
Alright, anyways.
Continue
Next
on.
steps. All future events are canceled immediately. If you have a ticket to a future event, please contact your credit card company or bank and request a refund through their chargeback process.
Okay, yeah, you noticed that too, right? It's not even that they're giving them refunds; it's that they want them to go through their credit card companies to get the money back through them. But if anybody actually knows how credit card companies work, if they purchase those tickets 3-4 months back, they may not backdate that far, which means a lot of these people are now out $129.
And that's if it's genies. And I don't know. Did I ever send you what their most recent one? I think it got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did because it was effective immediately. But they were supposed to go on another investigation, and I did not look up the ticket prices. If you want, we could pause real quick, and I could do that real quick.
I already went to their website, and they don't have the prices or anything up anymore. It's all shut down. Yeah. Because I was curious, too. Because I wanted to look back up the Missouri State Penitentiary, because I thought they were charging people $300 a ticket for that place.
Okay. Anyways, I'm a little dumb. I'll be honest. I wasn't the best in school and stuff, but even reading that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
It's shady.
Excuse my French, but that is scummy. Like, especially if somebody did pay it, what happened if the bank won't let them get it back?
Most of the time, they won't.
Well, hold on. Let's continue because I've read the word refund. So maybe similarly, if you're awaiting a refund for a canceled event or have reached out to request a refund for an event you cannot attend, please contact your credit card company or bank for further. What the?
Right?
Again?
Yeah.
I was about to say, oh, never mind. Maybe they're not so scummy.
No.
No, never mind.
They have it's no wonder they closed down. They have horrible business practices. And look, Zachary and I were afraid that they would try to come after us if we talked about this and like try to sue us for defamation or whatever. But you can't really sue for defamation when what we're telling you is true.
Yeah. And when originally, before I looked up and found out that they had a shutdown, which don't get me wrong, I feel a little bad because it always sucks to lose a business or whatever.
I do feel bad in that regards as a business owner myself. You know,
but you run a scummy business. Allegedly.
They got burned. There was another post that I sent you. I don't think I put it in the thing, where the places that they were working with, they posted
they were not paying them.
They weren't paying them, and like I said, a lot of these places use that money for restorations, and so they were making bank on people. Like, I think it's like 10-15 per person. So if we're doing the math, 129 times
Who
10
knows?
people.
Maybe people weren't going no more, though. Maybe that's why they couldn't pay, because they're expecting a certain amount of tickets to be sold, and they're not selling.
It could have been. But from the post that they were saying, too, is that they tried to reach out to, like, the people to get their money, and they didn't even call them.
At first, no, I thought it was at first they were giving excuses, and then eventually just ended up
ghosting them was the word they used. Yeah. And then they wrote "no pun intended." So that was kind of funny. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. If they had 10 slots and they were filling those slots, that's $1,200 for a night. When they paid maybe $300, which means they were making a $990 profit.
Yeah, there's no way you're using that for non-profit right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue. And they probably got discounts too, since they were such a big name. Alright, before we continue, actually, originally the idea was, I was like, oh, what the hell?
I took it, I just closed it out. Did you need it still?
No, but I was talking about them still. I'm not done reading everything.
Oh, okay. I can put it back up.
what? Oh, damn it, Kayla. Oh,
You said originally.
originally, thank you. I was talking about let's have the rise of let's do a documentation on Ghost Hunts USA because I used to follow them when I was younger. I think I found them when I was 13, 14 years old.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
were in
around.
business for 9
Oh,
years.
okay, so I was about 14 years old, and I was like, "This is cool." Ooh, that's a little pricey, but I guess that's how much it costs to go on an actual paranormal investigation. And I was just fascinated by it. And then as it got older and we discovered how they've been I had to use the word allegedly when I was texting Kayla because we didn't know that they were shut down yet. So a lot of this is alleged, even though
You have the proof in the pudding, but yeah,
yeah.
allegedly.
And I did send her a picture. So if they try to say that we were lying about the prices, we have a picture of Cheeny's Mansion's prices from last year. If you're able to pull that up. Um,
That's way back in our messenger, but yeah, no. If they ask, we got it. You know.
well, after I found out they got shut down, I was like, let's do a documentation of the rise and the fall of Ghost Hunts USA. And then I realized that means I have to research my enemy, which is a lot of work. So instead, we're just gonna talk about this post here. Let's continue with this. And I know we're on this for a while. Sorry.
Oh,
But
yeah. Go ahead and
let's
read
just
that
finish
next
this
part.
real quick.
Yeah.
Today's the last day for all of our team members who we would like to thank for their commitment and dedication to making our events the best possible experience that they can be for our guests. Thank you from all of us at Ghost Hunts USA for the last 9 years.
I will say that's another sad part is people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
For paranormal investigators, doing this professionally is, I think, the dream job for a lot of people.
I guess as well, it does give me a little bit change of perspective because if they are making, let's say, a profit of $900 a night and they have like 9 crew members, maybe it might not be that much. Let's say 4 crew members, that's a little over $233 a person, which is still way more.
Yeah, they were
But if you have an actual business out of it, I guess it changes my mindset a little bit, but I still think it's wrong. Like if we end up
Yeah.
making money, it
If
wouldn't
they
be
were
off of the
doing it,
investigations.
if they were doing it 3 times a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? That would be $2,970 in profit if they were filling them, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if they're doing that every single weekend, that does come up to be quite a bit, But anyway,
Real quick, since you're too lazy to go back in our messages, all you have to do is go and click view media files. Don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, I can see it. Cheney's Mansion Ghost Hunt, $129 per person. And that was for the year of 2022. We were paying $300 for a private investigation.
Even if you only have 3 people, that's $100 a person, but still cheaper.
Yeah.
I
think you had a minimum of 5. But
we could take this off screen because it's just us talking.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we forgot to talk about ghost hunts last time, because we started talking about them.
Last time we didn't know they were shut down.
Yeah, we were just gonna talk shit.
I mean, it's a little sad, but also one less competitor. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it does suck for them, not us, because we've always been against them since we started.
Yeah, like we said, before we were professional paranormal investigators, I actually kind of looked up to them, but after we became them and we started really researching the places and everything else, we just realized what an entire scam they were. Last year, that's how I got blocked last year, was because I commented on their thing being like, wait, $129 per person when it's $300 for a private investigation? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And they blocked me, but I had posted about it in our group as well, where I was saying this is kind of bullshit. Even like some of our long-standing friends who are paranormal investigators talked about it. Like, I've been talking about these people for years and how scummy they are. So I know we are not the only ones with the same sentiment about these people. Anyway, I think that's enough on them.
enough being said about that. It's not really that sad. They kind of fucked people over, and there's a reason your business got shut down, so fuck you. Oh, but we might need to edit that out. Anyways, the person that I chose, you can't really show it because it was a DM, but I have it on my phone.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be reading it?
I will be reading it. I told him I would say his name on here, so I will do that. Let me find him. Alright, his name is Jalen. It's a pretty cool dude. He actually, I think he likes a couple of things. He's pretty active in the community. We don't have a huge community, but he's one of the people. I think he ended up following us after. I'll explain that later. Anyways, he posted or commented on it saying that he had stuff happen to that post about that I posted earlier about has anybody had any paranormal experiences or not, yada yada. He said in late September 2021, we were finishing up a haunted tour and the participants had left, but the team stayed behind. We sat in a room where an elderly person had fallen and passed away when the nursing home was still open back in 2010 or 2012. There were 4 of us sitting in a half circle facing the door to the room for about an hour and a half. We asked to show signs that there were someone with us, and we heard small little noises. After that hour and a half passed, we were really drained and tired and was about to call the investigation. My brother decided to start recording an audio session on his phone, and we asked if there was anyone with us to knock in the door and make it loud enough for us to hear. After about 5 minutes of asking the question and sitting in silence, that loud knock happened, and we all jumped up out of the seats. We ran out of the room because it was so loud we thought someone from the team knocked on the door, but no one was out there. The rest of the team was at the camera system asleep. From the incident in 2021, I was a believer in paranormal. And if you could you pull up the audio recording he sent us? Maybe make that full screen and try to edit out any names.
Yeah, I'll edit it.
Okay.
Full screen. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which... I'll play one more.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright.
Which, at first... Just pause it. At first, Kayla was a little skeptical about all that.
Well,
not really but it could be easily fake type thing.
Yeah, and like we say, we try to investigate with skepticism. I could hear in their voices that they are startled, but there are also people who are really good actors,
But hearing that, I was like, I could tell that it was a genuine reaction.
I thought so too.
Fake,
I didn't think it was fake, but like I said, try to stay on the skeptical side of things.
That's the reason why I chose him for this video, and we're still going to talk about him a little bit. Was because it just the one that I would go for as the most believable. Not saying that the other people that have commented were fake, and one person that commented we might even be having a private investigation, so that's why I didn't choose them at all, and they didn't leave any information.
Just that they
Uh,
were in
they've
contact with
been
me.
messaging you, yeah. Um, but anyways, I was curious about this guy a little bit, so I was like, um, I was like, I'm not gonna share this on the podcast, but then I ended up telling him, wait, maybe I will because it's kind of funny. Um, just because I was curious, because he said that he was in a group and that after all the people left that they stayed, and I'm like, wait, because I didn't know he just said nursing home and stuff, and his story's pretty similar to ours. Turns out it's pretty spot on. So it was at a place called Methodist Village, a room across from the call light, the room with the chair. I'm pretty sure is the room he's talking about. Um, he doesn't really know us, but that's because I guess he. Uh, we talk about Jason a lot
I
on our
actually
podcast.
have an EVP session that we did in the
Oh.
same room.
Okay, well, wait 1 minute for
Uh-huh.
that. I just find it kind of funny that we've probably crossed paths with this guy.
Probably.
No idea. And he said 2021. Our first investigation was in 2021.
We were probably on the exact same
Our-
investigation.
Our very first investigation we went to was late September, early October. Methodist Village, where the call light turned on. He didn't say that was the same night, but that's what made us true believers.
We can show that video on here if you want to.
Yeah, we can. But
I gotta
the thing
find it.
is, we became believers because of Methodist Village. He became a believer because of Methodist Village.
Methodist Village, if you want to become a believer, that's where you go. That is where you go.
But
because crazy shit happens there.
we can't promote it because they can't do nothing about it right now. So,
Yeah.
sorry, you should have went 2 years ago.
I will, real quick, let me get this going.
Okay, we'll wait. We can edit that part out.
This is the video that made us believers, because this video, I did a debunking of our first one, and I kind of debunked some things, but we have never showed this video on our actual St. Louis podcast. And can you see it, Zach?
Yeah, I see. It's
Okay.
a black screen.
I'm playing it right now.
Oh my gosh, it came back on.
No, we showed this on the St. Louis screen.
Not on our YouTube channel.
Oh, not on our YouTube. You're right. I was thinking Facebook.
No, I know. No, she was talking about the beeping. I said,
Oh yeah, the beeping is that's normal over here.
When it came on, it was like beep, beep, beep.
So let me get out of that.
Yeah, that's pretty much that video.
Yeah, I do have another one that I'll show real quick. Same night. This is a different perspective of that video.
Is that you?
Where?
The closest to the camera?
No,
Okay. We were more
I was in the
centered.
black.
We were right across from it, actually.
If you look, the person on the left side in the black shirt, that's me. If you continue to look at the person, you'll actually see the exact moment I get out my camera and catch the second one. Ready?
You're on the right side.
No, I was on the left.
But you were
Watch.
saying, oh yeah, that's right, because I was
Me
like,
and
Caleb,
you-
get the camera.
Yeah, me and you were sitting next to each other, and Wes was across from us. You can see Wes in the video, too.
I think I was next to Wes.
You were next to me. Watch.
And here I am like, Kayla, get the camera, start recording.
You'll see, right here. Right, this person is me. So the first time I was, like, super dumbfounded. I was like, holy shit, what the hell just happened? Comes off, you can see, I take out my camera right here.
And you start recording right before the light turned
Yep. I was super quick about it.
Wow, Zelda.
So yeah, so that's what made us believers. That happened at the same places these that he was talking. Jalen, you said his name was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He
That
was a cool dude. I texted him a little bit.
Yeah, that happened
after.
at the same place where he heard the knocking, and we've gotten EVP sessions in the same room.
Yeah, it was Jalen.
So I don't have video footage of this because this is before we actually had cameras that worked in the dark, so we don't have this. But so when I originally posted this, I said this video is a very good example of how investigators can go from joking around 1 second to serious mode the next. So I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna get this started and we can play this through.
And before we get to that, I promise we will get better about the jumping around stuff. We're both ADHD diagnosed. So, if you're watching this and you're like, wow, they jump around a lot from topic to topic, that's why.
This is in topic. I'm showing.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying like
Kinda
how we went from
corroborating his
Ghost Hunt
story.
USA
Yeah.
back to this because we mentioned the Facebook thing before. Then we went to Ghost Hunts and then back to the Facebook. So
It may never get better. We just
No,
ADHD minds.
we will get better. It just takes time. Anyways, let's see what this is. Let me full
Alright.
screen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's not going crazy, so yeah, it's gotta be off now.
Put that on the bed.
Is it recording?
So this is the same room he was talking about.
Is there another chair back in that corner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another chair if you'll sit down, but
I'll find
back here. Okay.
Now there's a lot in recording where a whole lot of nothingness happened. Unfortunately, I was so picked
We'll
back.
skip through
I had to
this.
sit down and watch it later on because skill and action
Kayla,
and
you
the
were
wooden
such a
chairs
noob.
exactly
Shut
in
up.
between the chairs, and then the other wooden chairs next to us.
Well,
And I want you to make note of that.
I was talking about because we couldn't show the footage because we don't have any footage of the room because it's so dark in there. I was talking about when your experience with the chair.
Oh, let I don't know if we should talk about that.
But anyway,
Maybe one day we'll be able to go to Methodist Village again.
well, and then so this is for reference to recorders on the bed. No one was holding
Here wants
it.
to communicate with us tonight. We're
Pause it
room
real quick.
181.
What?
If we do go to Methodist Village, me, you, and Wes already knows what happens.
Yeah.
I want to save it for a future video where we have my fiance do whatever I'm talking. You know, and if you've been to Methodist Village, you know what we're talking
Well,
about.
there's EVPs in this video, which is why I'm playing it. So
Yeah, what I'm saying is the other thing that you know what happens when something happens.
Mhm.
When my
this
fiance
was your
first can't do it
experience.
and record her.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't
see
happen always
her.
to everybody, but it did happen to you. I remember you were making a million excuses to what it could be, and it's all in this EVP.
You guys want to come in? Can you please knock before you come in? Can you guys come in here? Can you knock?
Oh, dang, the record's on the bed. Oh, dang, the record's on the bed. Oh, dang, the record's on the bed. Oh, dang, the record's on the bed.
You guys, if it doesn't affect you, you might want to like have different people sit in it if you're in a group too, or anybody that wants to sit in it.
Can you explain the story of the chair?
Not until it happens. I'll let you know before we leave. But we're doing an experiment with it because it's happened to about everybody in every group we've had.
I'll send it.
No,
Which
it's
chair?
catching something.
This chair right here that he's sitting in.
Facing.
Yeah. Like we've only had like 2 or 3 people it didn't affect.
I want to be part of the experiment.
Yeah.
Knowing less it won't affect him.
Mm-hmm. His southern charm will scare them away. That was a good group.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hit that ball over there across the hallway. Is that 188? Is that what room Sorry, it's in the middle of the
Whoa.
hallway.
Okay, that was uncomfortable.
What happened?
I just got extremely dizzy.
Uh,
Here,
My heart raced
Jason.
and then
Uh-huh.
You
Brandon's
can
team.
pause it real quick. Oh. I wasn't
Aw.
even in the chair. I was standing next to it. I was too scared to sit in the chair. So I guess I didn't realize that this video was of the experience. So I guess spoiler alert.
Well, there's
I
more
still-
to it. I
Yeah.
think there's another EVP recording.
Oh my god! I didn't realize that this. I didn't know you had this.
Yeah.
Like-
I told you. Like, nobody ever believes me when I say I record everything. If the video isn't going, there's a recorder going. I have so much stuff.
I didn't realize, but this is our very first investigation, Kayla.
I was always a professional. I don't know what you want from me.
Continue it.
You alright?
Yeah. I just need to stand for a sec.
Oh, I was sitting in the folding chair.
Mhm.
Is that the experiment?
No.
No, it's called I've been up since 6 in the morning working and haven't slept yet.
Probably not.
I've been up since 5.
Since 6 as well.
I'm a groundskeeper. All I do is manual labor.
Imagine being a groundskeeper, fucking loser.
I just seen that light thing again, and it was again on you.
Abby?
Yeah, it was like.
No,
see,
it's
I'm-
okay.
No, like for I'm not trying to scare you, but for real, it was like around you again. Like it just went like I
So,
couldn't even tell
let's
where
pause
you
it
were at.
real
It
quick.
currently went.
As you could tell in that video there, that I was a skeptic. My instant responses after that weird... I still remember it. Because I was sitting down next to Wes, waiting for something to happen to Wes, and... Spoiler alert, nothing happened to Wes. But with me being next to the chair, I guess they decided to do it to me. Because
You were
So,
literally right next to the chair.
let's say where I am right now, this was the chair, I was here. Anyways, I remember, like, I felt sick. Like, I felt like I was going to throw up. Because, like, the room just felt like it was spinning. And the only thing to help was to stand.
Yeah.
And and you could kind of hear it there.
You can hear you stand
I think
up.
I said, whoa! And then I was like, that was uncomfortable. And then Jason didn't say that was part of the experiment, so my
He
brain
didn't say
instantly
until
went to-
later. Yeah.
Well, what I've always done is I don't go, that's a ghost. I always try to make it realistic. So
Sorry.
Like, my instant reaction was, instead of it being like, oh, that was paranormal, it was, I've been up since 6 a.m.
Mhm.
I worked an 8-hour shift. We drove 3 hours to get here. I'm just tired. It was probably around 3 in the morning at this point.
It was pretty late.
Maybe a little earlier than that. It was the next day, for sure.
Yeah, it was after midnight.
And now we can stay up till 5 a.m. Like, I want to snack better. but we could stay up till 5 a.m. easy.
We also aren't afraid of these buildings like we were when we first started, so we're like, I need a quick
There's a lot
20-minute
more-
power nap.
Yeah. It was also a lot more exhausting back then, because, I'm sorry, that night was so flippin' scary.
But I have other, like, from the actual YouTube that I was going to show you of this place, too, with more EVPs. That's how active it was that night from
How long
Sarah's
have we been
room.
recording?
I don't know. But anyway, let me finish this.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
Why do they like me?
You're sweet.
I know.
Oh, God.
That one guy.
Mind them
Uh-huh,
with the
the
grandchildren.
PTSD.
I did hear that. Yeah. What was that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
So, yeah, I wish I had the editing skills back then to, like,
Right, let's make it us two.
yeah, that's
There
what I
we
was doing.
go.
I wish I had the editing skills back then to know to replay that last sound, but that's the sound I was talking about that happened in that room as well. They had the knocking, but when we were in there, we had like a bell drop on the floor, and you could hear it go tink, tink. And like I heard it, and Jason heard it too. So it was loud enough for us to physically. A lot of shit happened in that room specifically.
That night, a lot of shit happened, and
Yeah.
every time since we've went, like a little bit has happened, but it's never been as active as that one night.
Yeah.
I remember that night. It felt like we were being watched, and now that we've been doing it a lot longer, I guarantee we were.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee we were sitting right across from the fucking Alzheimer's unit.
Yeah.
We were being watched.
Oh, it felt like we were being watched.
And it
the
was
entire
scary
time.
because it didn't feel like safe. Like I remember the feeling being like, "This is
yeah.
someone want to attack me."
I remember when he paused the EVP session, we moved from that side of the hallway to the other side because we wanted to be able to stare down the hallway rather than have our backs to it.
Question:
Huh.
I don't know if you have it, but whenever we were all in the like Citra room, right?
Uh huh.
Do you have the recording of when he was like doing just the normal EVP session? Do you have it with the response whenever he asked for something and there was, are you able to find that real quick?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Well, you have it. Oh, well then, ooh, look at us. We're professional podcasters.
Yeah, I told you. I thought you may want to listen to it. Some of that stuff. I probably have to skip through a lot of it because there's a lot.
But just that response, I just felt like I remember thinking.
Well, which response are you looking for? There's a lot. The laugh or?
Yeah.
Well, this one's interesting. This is before me and you moved to the hall. So let me play this one real quick.
Wait, so this isn't Jason's?
This is before it even started.
Oh.
I just wanted to let it play for a little bit.
Sneeze. Oh, God.
Oh! You can hear those footsteps. I don't know if I think I debunked that one in the debunk video.
Oh, what happened?
What do you mean?
It just went away on me. It's back. I had to click watch stream. I can kind of hear it. God, your editing skills weren't as good back then.
Yeah, I think I debunked this one. Because I think a lot of it was shifting around and we didn't know. Yeah, like... I don't know what that one is.
I feel like that was probably just somebody scooting their chair, honestly.
Yeah.
So I want to make a few things clear. First, everybody is either seated,
Knocking or if
No,
someone, like 3 little footsteps.
It's knocking.
Oh, let me go back.
and later on,
Here we go. Because you can hear knocking in this.
What did you get? Did you guys see something right at the beginning when I told the story?
There was a big knock, like 3 little bangs.
Yeah, there was a knock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe
That's
this
why I
is
said
after.
something,
Oh
sorry.
no, you're
Rewind
fine.
a little
I said,
bit.
Did you see that?
No, I said, did you?
And set that up.
No, go back to like
Well, the knocking's going to be when he was talking, not when we are hearing the replies. I'm trying to find the part where we're doing the replies.
Mine said the same thing.
apps that are supposed to be obviously
I mean, we'll say it like this, too. If anybody wants to watch the full video of this and not just hear us talking about it, it's on my old account. We have a new account for this, and that's St. Louis Paranormal Investigation Crew. But our older stuff is on my private channel called Nightfire Rocks. And there's a whole playlist of our investigations. So, you can
back
watch
when
this
they
here.
were not good. Nah, they were alright.
We've definitely gotten better.
Especially the last year stuff, it got a lot better.
So I'm going to play. Basically,
Oh, we did have to wear
later
face
station
masks.
leading up. I told you. You thought I was
We
crazy.
didn't have to. We just
We had to have them on us.
They were
Yeah.
big, not like 3 little bangs.
Yeah,
nobody wore a
yeah.
mask. By the
Yeah.
way,
That's why I said something, sorry.
except for when we were in the
I thought you
basement.
said, did you see that?
No, I said, did you hear that?
Oh, okay.
Before Jason knew who we were.
Yeah, it was like literally in this hallway back here.
Kayla.
Yeah.
I keep looking behind me and I hate it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm legit being watched right
Like
now.
literally, we're talking about the fact that we're being watched in the video. It's crazy how much you still remember because we vividly remember to this day being watched.
I mean, it was a scary feeling.
All right, I pulled it up a little bit further, so let me.
Weren't we at like 11:20?
I heard that.
Just trying to say something.
Sounds like I had to leave.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Honestly, I think Wes was right
It
in
says
this
I had to
one.
leave.
I hear
Yeah.
I had to leave.
Yeah, I heard I had to leave there.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I disagree now. That one's clear.
I love how you called Jason the paranormal investigator.
Yeah, now he's just our buddy.
Yeah.
There's a male voice in there, but you guys probably can't hear it out there. I put it in my ear.
Oh, this is probably the one you're talking about.
What was
Yeah, I heard that.
Had somebody like
Yeah, it sounded like someone laughing.
I think we were all.
That came right up in my mic. Listen to this.
Pause it. What Wes said right there. I think we were all quiet. No dip, you would have heard us.
He yelled, well, he didn't yell, but Jason, when he heard someone whispering, he would say, "Don't whisper." You know, so to
Yeah.
document the fact that somebody was whispering. Jason's really good about that stuff. And we've implemented that in our own investigations too, where if somebody sneezes, coughs, is whispering, we will say,
God. The last private investigation.
"Oh, why are you bringing up my PTSD for?"
They didn't shut the up. Okay,
We
we're doing an EVP session. Please be quiet until it's over.
Someone they popped popcorn, and so in the recorder you hear
It was ruined. You couldn't fucking hear nothing. It was ruined.
yeah,
Fucking
like
hell! I hurt my head. This
And
is
you
not
know,
a pillow.
it was crazy. It was crazy because we told them at the very beginning of the night. We said we ask for complete silence when we're doing EVP sessions. I think we even stopped. That's why the last investigation was only an hour and a half. Because we felt like we were wasting our time and we left.
There was other reasons, but
There is, but
that.
yeah. But, and so we just left. We're like, if you aren't going to be respectful of the way we conduct investigations, then why are we here? You can deal with your ghost problem on your own. Anyway.
Continue.
Oh.
That is
Dope.
messed
That
up.
is
That's
that's
like right in the mic.
yeah.
Sounds like a.
It sounds like a child.
Yeah, it is. That or an older lady, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's the question
Yeah,
he was
there's-
asking was,
Yeah.
That person
did
probably went
did you guys
new
move the
bitch.
cart
Yeah,
in
they're
front of
like,
the elevator?
When he said that, oh, I don't.
Very quickly to give you guys
And that
a
was the
little
cart.
bit of context.
I was curious what I was gonna say there. I'm assuming because I heard I don't, I was probably telling you, ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's good enough with this video.
Yeah, I think. Well, there was one more that I had pulled up that I wanted to show you, and that was Sarah's room, the EVP we did in there, because that we had some solid EVPs.
I couldn't
there,
even
too.
show the cat ball stuff.
Oh
That's some
yeah,
pretty
here,
good
here,
stuff,
here, here,
too.
here. That's in this video as well. Oops. Okay, ready?
I wonder if she followed us over there.
Let me go back just a little bit more.
Can you hit the ball if you don't like the music?
This was recorded from my phone at this point because my equipment had died. And this was before we had a lot of equipment.
Oh, my hair's a mess.
Depends what he puts on, you know? Yeah. I caught it twice.
Probably go up a little bit further. See if I can. Here we go. The whole video is on here. It's just that I'm trying to save time. Oh, shoot.
Is she trying to tell us that it was her? Oh.
This is such an awesome night. What I would do to relive this night.
Yeah, right. Knowing what we know now, even.
Yeah.
I think it would have made the experience so much better if we knew what we knew now.
Pause it. Message for the Crawford County, Illinois Ghost Hunter Society or whatever. You gave me very high expectations for all my other paranormal investigations.
This
Because
building gave me high expectations.
I went in with low expectations. You guys gave me that for my first investigation. And then nothing.
Pineland.
Pineland's nothing compared to that.
I know.
Every time I've went, Pylon has
I feel like we
disappointed
always
me.
go on the doll going off. I have videos of that on our page. That one was a pretty active night. But
The
other
Dow
than
going off
and
and
the
the
marble being
Rockian
thrown.
throne
Yeah.
has been the only two things that I would consider true evidence that has happened. And I've been there 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
maybe more.
Yeah.
6 times.
So let me go ahead and play this, because this is Sarah's room after the cat. No, this is before the cat ball.
We are in a room where a light turned on by itself, so we're going to ask a few questions.
This is
for
Sarah's room.
anybody who is in here. You can talk into this recorder if you want to communicate with us.
You sounded so nervous to talk to them, Kayla.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
All right, we are beginning. Who are you?
I don't hear that.
I hear it.
Are you the one that turned on this light?
I think I was real nervous to talk to them too, honestly.
It was our very first time.
Did you die here?
I think it was just like a weird, unsettling feeling talking to the dead.
Mm-hmm. And
And that makes me a little sad.
you can hear it pretty clear too. All I have left is here.
Pause that.
Did you die in this room?
And this is why I say that spirits are not the evil things that people make them out to be.
People have went and vandalized that place. bought it, put it under construction, which I understand you're trying to make it new and used again, but
It's just imagine everything that's happened to that place now, the vandalism and everything, to the point where they can't even do investigations anymore. And this was one of the EVPs we caught when we were there. I think, what was the question I asked? Did you die here? Or why are you still here? And they responded with, all I have left is here.
I don't know, replay because I don't remember your question. Go back a couple seconds.
Did you die here?
Yes, did he die here?
Yeah. Still a really clear EVP.
Yeah.
And despite the people talking in the background.
Did you die in this room?
If you're here and you're afraid to speak, you can make a knock noise around us.
I was so scared that they were gonna knock. You can hear it in my voice.
There's also another instrument in the room over here on the picture. You can make that wave to let us know you're here too.
That was the K2 that we don't really use anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it could be debunked pretty easily.
How old are you?
I still say that was probably me whispering.
Yeah, but why would you say that?
I probably didn't say please stop entering. I probably was saying like please stop moving or something.
I think that may be the rest of it. I don't think there's anymore.
We could call it quits.
Thank you so much.
So
we were so polite. We even said thank you. Now do we? I mean, I guess sometimes
we do. Wes especially, I think, is really good about saying thank you and thank you for doing that. Can you throw it at us? I hate when he does that shit. I want you to throw something at us. No, bitch. You can ask him to throw things at you. I don't want to be throwing.
I think this year I'm more open to the idea of allowing something to try to touch me, because the years prior I've always been.
Well, I've been scratched and grabbed multiple times now.
Well, like I've been touched, like I felt like I've been squeezed, but like I'm open to the idea of fucking pushing me. Like, do something, prove that you are here. I don't think it's gonna happen because I'm not a fake person. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm saying this now. Wait to find out till I fake it. No.
Oh.
You're not gonna see it because I don't think it's possible.
It's one of those
but I'm
fish
open
tank
to the
things
idea
from
of
the,
it. And if I end up falling or something.
Yeah, Zachary. I know
What?
you were curious about this because I told you I had this video. So I'll play this one too. Now this one was in Methodist Village. This is the other one that they had. This is Pine Lawn. So let me can start to stop.
Oh, it's one of those fish tank things from the.
Well, I'll play it
it's
for.
It's a fish tank thing from
the video.
I know where that was at. Come on, watch this. Yeah, I know where that was at. I'm gonna go look too. That was a fish tank.
What, you just added in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that doesn't give my reaction.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of it is just like.
I know, just us running around. I remember it. Yeah. Because I was excited then, because I was like, ooh, something finally happened at Pineland.
And we were running. You can hear me. My fucking asthma's coming to get me. I'm laughing.
I don't know where they went. They're running so fast. My poor 14 knee surgery knees.
Well, I don't think we have anything else to talk about today, really,
so
unless you have anything.
Here we go.
There's a little blue fish tank.
What?
I just moved it over. It's where he was showing where the fish tank came
First
from.
marble of the night been
Okay,
thrown, huh?
are we gonna try to watch it?
Did it hit you? Like, or
Because I'm trying to end this video.
Yeah. Well, I played it for the recording to see. I can send it to you individually.
I'll just watch it on here if you add it at the end.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, let's end it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's all we really wanted to talk about today. Did we
Yeah.
finish? Was that all you had to say?
About
Just his experience? I want to make sure we.
yeah, pretty much. I just found it kind of funny. It was same year, same place, same people.
Yeah.
Not different times, I guess. Possibly. Yeah. I don't know. I found it funny. Both of us became believers at the same place, and
I just dropped something. That's my bad. So yeah. Anyway, thank
I
you guys.
thought it was funny.
Thank you guys for watching our talk show. We'll be back sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure after our first investigation at the very least. Maybe sooner if any updates.
Yeah, it'll probably be a bit of a pause until that. Our first upcoming investigation is August 19th.
October? We're waiting a good minute. Never mind, we'll have one for you soon.
It's like in 3 weeks. So.
And we have plenty of old videos we're able to go react to still, see, make them a little bit more relevant because they're all on your old channel. So
yeah, so now this stuff will at least be put on our new channel.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good rest of your day, and if you're watching it today, have a good weekend.
And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you.
Oh, stop stealing Cinnamon Toast Cake shit.
But it's true. Happy birthday if it's your birthday.
I'll show my tits if you say it one more time. You're biting your lip because you almost said it, ho. Alright, bye if you haven't stopped.